few months ago, I started investing my money in the stock market pretty aggressively. And apparently, I wasn't the only one in my age group who did this, with the American brokerages Webull and Robinhood both reporting spikes within the millennial demographic. I can't speak for other people, but what initially got me to start investing was actually that a bunch of my friends were doing it, and I thought, if they're doing it, why shouldn't I? And it's something I've been thinking about doing for years, but never got around to doing because it felt sort of daunting, at least for me. And when I get into something, I really get into it. Really get into it. As in, I get obsessed and try to learn everything I could about the subject. That led me into this rabbit hole of finding out about the FIRE movement, which stands for Financially Independent, Retire Early. This is a whole group of people who are obsessed with trying to find ways to become financially secure enough to just quit their jobs, sometimes as early as their late 20s or early 30s, and just living the rest of their lives doing whatever the hell they want. And they do this by investing their money very aggressively and just cutting their expenses to the point where they're living like a broke college student, off ramen and, I don't know, dirt. Do college students even eat dirt? I sure. Just me. And when I found out about that movement, it completely blew my mind. That's possible? No. And it made me rethink not only the way that I look at my own finances, but also how I view money in general. Because you see these people who are the heads of huge corporations or doctors or lawyers, and these people are making big money, huge money, and they're miserable. So what is even the point of money? You've probably heard that money doesn't buy you happiness, and that's totally true, but it does buy you opportunity and the ability to do what you want when you want. Kanye West has said, money isn't everything. Not having it is. And while I don't recommend listening to Kanye for anything outside of his music, his music's awesome, but in this case, I think he's absolutely right. When you don't have enough money, it becomes the main driver in your life. Every decision you make becomes weighed down by the fact that you have bills due at the end of the month and you have no idea where that money's coming from. And I never want to feel that way. Ever. And that's why I'm such a fan of the FIRE movement. More than just retiring early, it forces you to reevaluate your finances and just cutting out what's unnecessary and focusing your spending on what truly matters to you. And for me, that means cutting out fancy meals that I won't remember in a few weeks, or buying a car when I could just as easily take the bus, because I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. No shame if you do, but I don't. And that means putting my money in places that will give me the time and financial freedom to be creative and make videos or music or whatever else I might want to do in the future. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's the ultimate purpose of money. It's meant to be used as a tool to be able to design the life that you might want to live. And that means different things for different people. And if for you that means driving a Lambo and waking up in a different country every single day, then by all means become the next Create Tyler. But for me, it's just as simple as wanting to create the art that I want to make without having to worry where my next paycheck is coming from. And because of that, I want to be able to invest as much money as I can so that I can piece out of my day job as soon as possible. But for me, it's as simple as just wanting to have the ability to create the art that I want to make without having to worry where my next paycheck is coming from. And because of that, I want to save and invest as much money as I possibly can so that I can piece out of my day job as soon as fucking possible, because fuck, I hate dealing with people. I hate meetings. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. That's all I wanted to say. As always, if you enjoyed this video, like so I know, subscribe because it helps, and until next time, peace. I gotta get better at doing that. I didn't even